In this video, we're going to discuss the universal collective energy for the Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse, the energy, what we're working with, and how we can best utilize it for our life path moving forward. Welcome and greetings. My name is Edward, psychic medium, animal communicator, soul messenger host, your soul messenger host, assisting us all, including myself, to live, love, and manifest a life that our soul intended for us to live this lifetime. Let's get busy. All right, now suggested viewing. Go to my website, edwardragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV. Watch, excuse me, watch the Zodiac Year 2020 video and the solar month for Gemini. Yep, for Gemini first, and then you can I'll pick up where we left off with this. So we're going to jump right in with the current week energy. And we are technically working, that week is June 5th through, can't even read my writing. I think it's through the 12th. Yes. Okay. So this is the energy of fire, youth. And after this, I'm going to talk about all of the astrological influences. Fire, youth. So the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Youth, I used to say 25 years old or younger. Now I'm going to say about 28 years or so, give or take, or younger. Because it's the Saturn return in astrology, which occurs around 29 years old, really does separate the men from the boys, women from the girls. Because it's a major signpost for our growth, because we go basically from our personality to our soul work around that time. Though I have seen in earlier generations than myself that time has sped up, and younger folk, which when we get to the theme healing song is a prime example of it, they are definitely more advanced, and I am happy to see it because that's hope for the future. All right, let's continue. So the weak energy. So this is the energy of communication. So just because, well, at this point we still might be locked down, shut down, quarantine. Just because we are doesn't mean we shouldn't be communicating. Communication happens every day. Everything is being done virtually. Everything is being done virtually. Or social distance type way if it's out in public. So communication, this is very much being on our path, life path, soul path, however you want to look at it. There's a little bit of a Dora the Explorer energy, wide-eyed enthusiasm, but looking out, and it does have an adventurous type energy, absolutely. And a magical energy as well. As in magical folk, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, as they draw a circle of honor, of protection. And those who are close and dear to us that we would consider family, not necessarily blood relatives, but they could be included, would be in our inner circle. But it really is it's all that, but it really is communication. So let's pay attention to the communication that is going on this week. Even though everything that we discuss in this video is going to be in energetic effect for the actual full moon or lunar month, but it's going to reverberate for 4 months. I'm going to get more into that as we get into the day energy. Okay. It is also honoring our animal companions. For me, that's a loving term of our pets, animal companions, or the animal kingdom in general, honoring them. Because they do acknowledge and recognize what is going on, and they have been acting differently for those who are paying attention. They're more aware than the, I'm going to say common folk, which is people who are not as aware. But even the people who aren't as aware are noticing changes with the animal kingdom. All right. Now, let's talk about the astrological influences. For the zodiac year, which started March 24th, I believe, with the Aries new moon, the new zodiac year, we have Aries sun signs, activated, empowered, and triggered. They're our guide for this year. And also, if you have zodiac Cancer moon sign, that's for the year as well. For the month, we have Libra sun signs. That's for the solar month of Gemini. And also the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius sun signs. That's for the solar month. This week, as I mentioned, we have the fire youth energy. Okay, now let's get to the day energy. Very well. So let's see what's going on. We start off the morn with the moon in Sagittarius. The actual full moon is at 3:12 p.m. Eastern. That would be 12:12 p.m. Pacific, and that's just the time to where you are on the globe. And the color of the day is rose. Now here we have what is known as, or what I call, the soul's journey. Sometimes it's called the fool's journey, based on the tarot. It's a 3-week crash course of the soul, which began, let me look back at my notes, on May 19th, this time around. And it's significant because it's the first time during the current situation, lockdown, shutdown, quarantine, whatever you want to call it. So normally we learn so much during this time, but I think we're learning even more so. And in fact, since March 24th, right? All right, so today's energy, and again, this is the reverberance of energy. This is the energy of Pisces sun sign. Now, I find it interesting that we have the beginning of the zodiac, Aries, and the end of the zodiac, Pisces, represented. So to me, that is like the 8, the infinity symbol, which is what I thought of, actually, when I heard the theme healing song. We'll get to that. So this is Pisces. Pisces is very sensitive. Sometimes this energy, which is not necessarily Pisces, but they do go there, excuse me, this is known sometimes as the dark night of the soul. This is where things unravel. This is where we meet our true self, warts and all. Okay? The good, the bad, the wise, and the wicked. This is the subconscious. This is where everything is held. And this is why I lovingly suggest and include a guided meditation with my readings. But meditation, this is why, because meditation is one form, one way to access the subconscious and have it work with our conscious mind. Consciously, we know better. But a lot of times we're on automatic pilot, and it's the subconscious that is running the show. And unless that is clean and tidy, it's like a runaway ship. That's all I can say. Okay? All right. Drifting away. Been there, done that. I see this as a very psychic energy. Pisces is known for compassion. And sometimes they're known as self-undoing because they lose themselves. Okay, but we can lose ourselves in a project. We can listen to music, like the theme healing song, close your eyes and get lost in it. So it's not always a bad thing. And indirectly, I would say it has to do with the moon, which is perfect because we have a full moon. And indirectly, it also has to do with solar lunar eclipse, which is perfect because we have a lunar eclipse. I love this energy. Love this. I truly do love this energy. So the thing is, and this definitely has to do with our dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. If you work with crystals, you might want to sleep with your crystal. Just put it underneath your pillow. Highly recommend it. Or any type of rock or stone if you work with them. Put them underneath your pillow. And also when you meditate, have them, if not literally in your hand, you can put them on one of your chakra centers. The seven major chakra centers. All right, so let's see, what else can I talk about this? This is psychic acknowledgement, psychic development. This is reflection. Who we are is what we end up becoming. This is acknowledgement of who we are as soul beings in a physical body. This is big time. We hit the big time, folks. But I absolutely love this energy. And it is nighttime. I would say this is more nighttime with the moon, right? Sun would be daytime. The moon energy is definitely nighttime. That's when we see it. Even though it's out, we see it more predominantly at night, of course. That's when it rules. All right. So let's see what's going on. So we have the actual color of the day is rose. And the actual, well, we're going to get to that when we get to the psychic insight theme. So let's see. Anything else I could mention about this? So obviously all Pisces sun signs are activated, empowered, and or triggered because of this. For the solar month, but all right, I'm going to get into that next. All right. I might backpedal a bit, but I'm going to move on. All right, now moving on to the psychic insight theme. So the actual lunar eclipse is at 3:12 p.m., just like the full moon. So 3:12 p.m. Eastern, 12:12 p.m. Love those numbers. 12:12 p.m. Pisces is the 12th zodiac sign. 12:12 p.m. Pacific, just the time to around the globe. It's also known as the strong sun moon. We are coming up to the summer solstice here in the States, and it's at 15 degrees Sagittarius. So if you're astrologically inclined, look to see where 15 degrees Sagittarius is in your chart. You also might want to see where 15 degrees, the complete opposite of Sagittarius, which I believe would be Gemini. You might also want to see where 15 degrees Gemini is in your chart, natal birth chart, or your progressed chart, whatever you have. Because there's always when one area is affected, so is the others. Opposites attract. But yeah, axis. All right. So here we are working with a familiar energy. This is the energy that we're working with for the week of May 22nd through May 22nd through May 28th. Not too long ago. This was the energy that we were working with, which is the energy of new or battle weary. Battle weary being exhausted, tired, having to defend ourselves, having to protect ourselves, being exhausted. Now, we're all that way, just a little bit because of circumstances, but, we're all suggested to keep moving forward, just to keep our projection, be realistic, but be hopeful for the future. And then, help whoever we can help along the way, whoever's open to it. And towards the future we go. So here we're being emphasized once again. We might have to go to the dark night of the soul, or go to the subconscious, or the undesirables. Just admit it to ourselves. We don't have to expose it to others, but not let it stop us. Basically, not let it stop us. Been there, done that. Not worth it. Just have to believe me on that one. All right. So, are we ready? Ready for Freddy? Are we ready for new? Are we ready to keep moving forward? Or are we stuck? Wherever we are, that's fine. Just acknowledge it and take care of it. Full moons, typically a time of healing. Lunar eclipse is like, magnifying glass times 10. Now, let's take a look at that. So, the typical full moon would be June 5th through July 4th. That's the initial month, lunar month. Though, because it is a lunar eclipse, and now, even though we had an eclipse in January, um, it I would say that it wasn't felt as strongly because we weren't locked down, shut down, quarantined. So now with this eclipse, it's going to be a domino effect. So we have July 5th, Capricorn. I'm sorry. So we have June 5th, June 5th, Sagittarius full moon, lunar eclipse. Then we have July 5th, Capricorn full moon, lunar eclipse. And November 30th, Gemini full moon, lunar eclipse. We also have 2 solar eclipses and new moons in there as well, thrown in. June 21st and December 14th. So I felt that this this current full moon lunar eclipse would be in effect until the next fire sign. So that would be the Aries full moon. So that will be then July 5th through September 30th. That'll be the first month. That'll be the crux of it, and then it reverberate the next 3 months. So the nucleus of it, if you will, June 5th to July 4th, and then will reverberate through September 30th till we get to the Aries full moon, the next fire sign. Because Sagittarius is a fire sign after all. Now, the energy that we're working with here for the Psychic Insight theme is perfect. Sagittarius moon. So if you have a Sagittarius moon, you're activating, empowered, and triggered. Sagittarius, I always say that they shoot an arrow for an aim. They're going someplace. So hopefully we are too, right? Hopefully we have a projection of where we want to go. If not, figure it out. This is a time to figure it out. No time like the present. Absolutely. All right. Let's see if I'm missing anything here. Nope, I feel good about that. All right. Now, moving on to my favorite part, the theme healing song. So, some keywords that I was given was renewal and anew. Okay, right? And what we ended up with is a song called Next Up Forever by AJR. The Three Brothers. It came out spring of last year, spring 2019. It's the first track from their album. I think it's called Neo Theater. I think it's called Neo Theater. Well, actually, I was I was so impressed that I actually downloaded the album on iTunes. So they don't need my testament, but that's my testament. All right, so I want to just read the first the lyrics, the first paragraph, because that sums it up. Your eyes are open, so never close them. You'll sail the ocean, finding where you should be. And if you're broken, you'll make your own thing. You'll make it so big for all the world to see. You'll make it so damn big for all the world to see. Extreme. I was actually very impressed. I was very impressed. For me to download the album, I think says it all. So it's a very uplifting song, and it's about always having to top ourselves. And how about just be the best we can be and then go from there and not be concerned about having to prove ourselves to anybody, because maybe we should just be concerned with ourselves, our higher selves, our soul, be who we truly are, and then we are a blessing and a gift to everyone else if we're true and honest with ourselves. And that goes back to standing in our truth. And we're working with universal and personal truth for the solar month of Gemini, which is my favorite combination of energies. Love it. Because it truly is coming into our power and why we're here this time around. And then basically living our dreams, making our dreams a reality. All right, so I'm going to pretty much end it there. I see this as great potential. If you have to go to the dark night of the soul, so be it. We're all in this together. We'll work it out. But I'm really looking forward to working with this energy. All right, so until next time we connect, you be well, take care, stay inspired. We hope to see you real soon in another video. Thank you for joining us. And just if you would like a psychic reading session with myself and my guides, go to my website, edwardragosta.community, link readings, and I'm doing them by telephone and video calls on Skype. And then when I can, I hope to see you real soon in person. And you can also subscribe to more videos. I do daily videos, subscription service. Go to my website, Ragosta.community, link Medium Tarot TV. It's the same link where you'll see all my free videos, which also include the zodiac year, the solar month for Gemini, and whatever else, whenever you check it out, whatever else is current will be there. And I just want to say that if you'd like to look up an older video of mine, go to my website, link Theme Healing Song, and I keep them up for about a year. Any video that's associated with a theme healing song, I keep them up there for a year. Just easier to access. All right, have a great one. See you real soon. Thanks.